In his day, Sokolov was Dunwall's genius. He transformed our city with his inventions. Electricity for the factories and carriages racing along above the streets. As I grew up, his buzzing and glowing devices kept me safe. His stories always made me giggle, and his outrageous conversations shocked aristocrats and overseers alike. Now, all these years later, Kiran Jindosh is Karnaka's genius. A mad inventor who has given the Duke sinister machines that move like people but aren't. Clockwork soldiers that fight and kill. I've got to find out where Sokolov's being held and bring the old man back alive. Rescue one genius and cage the other before he creates an army of Clockwork soldiers.
Very capable. Am I being dishonest? Everybody's got secrets, I guess. Maybe mine are worse than most. You might want to talk to Hypatia before we head out. She's taken one of the rooms. Just for a while, I think. Needed to be away from Admire.
The dreams were stronger.
What is it they say up in Tivia?
Oh,
Watch
you're
the
here.
faces of those who bow.
Stay with me a moment.
Or some such.
Dr. Hypatia, can you remember anything that might help me? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He could be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kiran Jindosh. But that man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I liked him. But something bad happened. Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Admire. Thank you.
Megan must be up on deck.
Let's hope your friend doesn't sink the boat while we're gone. Ready?
Ready.
All right, let's get underway. Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, and they'll call down the entire city if they find out who you are.
I'll make sure they don't. You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station?
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Corvo taught me the theory.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll get it done.
Emily, take care of this crazy man and his Clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
Playing dice tonight. You in?
Just gone. Taken right from under their noses.
I screamed and fell out of bed. It's not common knowledge, but traveling by ship horrifies.
Something stinks around here.
The ocean is a malignant force. It exists to drive us mad or drag us down deep, where our skin and organs turn to jelly and our bones settle in the muck.
Isn't it dinner
For those
time
poor
yet?
fools who make their trade on the waters, I wish them luck. Serconis is a land of tall timber, fierce winds, and deep silver mines.
Just once. Her buy the drinks. Just one time. Is that too much to ask?
I'm getting tired of this. Hello.
Hey.
When the Vanguard go into the place and see it packed solid with blood flies, they burn the building to the ground. And the ones on either side.
They may just smoke flash it. Either way, the jewels will be ruined. We're not getting our money, are we?
Have some faith. It'll just be more complicated than I thought it would be.
The Dukes let the blood flies get out of hand this year. Am I ever gonna catch a break?
Nobody's looking out for nobody right now. We'll go back tonight and dig the jewels out. After that, we'll make a quick exit from Karnaca.
The city is starting to feel dodgy. That's no way to live.
Someone should have come through already.
We'll tip off the mark.
How long you gonna wait for some lost aristocrat to stumble through?
Law. Is it tip-binks? You want to eat, right?
Maybe this ain't such a good spot for an ambush.
Shaking people down. More blood flies this year. People just ain't walking the streets anymore.
Getting hard to make a decent living.
Got a new high and mighty empress on the throne over in Dunwall. Changing times.
Malcontents are saying that our bridges are crumbling.
Something bad. Maybe it's nothing.
Those of the Grand Palace, I know these are lies.
Appreciate it. I'll let you in on a secret. I saw people coming and going recently, looking for whale oil, up to something.
If you're not with the guard, I'm happy to serve. I don't know you. I'm new to Karnaca. I need a tool that can rewire a wall of light, the kind the Grand Guard uses, and I'd prefer not to explain myself.
I can help you out, but not right now. Don't even linger here. I'm supposed to get a visit from Paolo, someone you don't want to meet. Come back later.
Understood.
You should go. We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by.
One wrong.
Lock it down. This won't take long. Make sure we have some privacy. I need 8 new cutters. Short blades, the good stuff. Morley steel.
I know what you mean.
Do you? Because last time, you gave me some backwater foundry garbage that wouldn't hold an edge and snap against Grand Guard armor.
I got taken on that deal too. But I'll make it up to you, Paolo. Lop off maybe 10%?
30. Because I like you. By next week.
That's fair. I made a bad faith trade and I regret it. You'll have the cutters, I promise.
Good, good. These are strange times. Overseers in the Dust District, a witch empress, and these Clockwork soldiers protecting the aristocracy. All bad for business. But if I get my way, Karnaca will be a different city a year from now. Who do we have here? I wonder why your face is covered, lady.
That's my business. Who are you supposed to be?
I'm Paolo. In this part of town, everything's my business. And slumming rich kids should remember all that etiquette they learned. Maybe you need another lesson. Is that what you came down here for?
He's gone. What happened?
What just happened?
He changed. Right at the end. Paolo's not just a gang leader.
Come in. I might have what you've been asking for. Welcome. I am sure you will find exactly what you're looking for. You won't be sorry. A pleasure to do business. Do find me again. The docks, but the smell of fish blood was stronger than the smell of morning coffee. I had to sell it.
An entire shipment of whale oil tanks, just gone. Taken right from under their noses.
Bad. Idiots. It's nothing.
You up for a beer later?
You bet.
Not this time.
This can't be.
see Jindosh's mansion from here. The gate's down. I'll need the code.
Dear Stomach, I have received your request and agree that dinner time cannot come quickly enough.
Reeks.
Unfortunately, we are still on duty. I will get back to you if I hear anything more. Since me.
In the brine, dancing hagfish on the line. Martha, won't you marry me? 12 weeks have I been at sea.
I'm hungry.
Damn it. I need to pee.
Whatever happened to this city? Give me a handful of the Clockworks and I'll clean up the dust district.
Always for better from the time of the rat plague. They made people stand up straight. 2 years.
Change. If the Duke has his way, we'll have an army of the Clockwork soldiers.
Did I close my locker before coming out? Last time I left it open, someone left a hangfish in my jacket pocket.
The mansion has a strange beauty to it. Maybe I'll find a way to end this without killing Kieran Jindosh. All right, I need to eliminate Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov.
Welcome to my home, stranger. The door is always open to those with the will to pass the threshold. If you're here by appointment, then proceed and bide your time. Otherwise, I'd be remiss if I didn't inform you about the defensive mechanisms employed here, which are formidable. Many have entered without invitation, for reasons as myriad as the fish in the ocean. But of those who dared to explore further, very few have found their way back out.
There's no chance that a letter to any of my friends could reach Dunwall right now. Who would build something like this? And why?
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms. I'm Kirin Jindosh, but you must know that. Before you stands an invention that will endure beyond my time. The Jindosh Clockwork Soldier. Marvel at the Clockwork Soldier's hardened metallic skeleton and razor-sharp blades. The miniaturized whale oil tanks are spread across the frame and hidden behind protective amber wood panels. My greatest creation. I invite you to continue, stranger. Just come up the stairs. Meet with me face to face in the upper hall. Focus. There you are. Magnificent.
Now that I see you, I've worked out who you are. Not a hired cutthroat. Your clothes are too fine. An aristocratic thrill seeker? That's closer. You've trained with weapons formally, but you're not a salon fencer. There's a bit of back alley in your movements. All that, and you have your father's eyes, your imperial majesty. Welcome, Lady Emily Caldwin.
Impressive, Jindosh. Then you must also know why I'm here.
I'd assume my involvement with the Duke brought you to my door. Or maybe you're after washed-up Anton Sokolov, comfortably residing in the assessment chamber. Either way, come find me and take whatever it is you seek. But if you fall, I'll have your body carried to my lab for dissection and study. Until either comes to pass, your secret is safe with me.
I'll see you soon, Jindosh.
Until then.
Clockwork soldiers, there's an interloper in my home. Well, playback indicates that the machine is active state now. Waking up. Playback indicates some detection without certainty. General detection state. The machine is experiencing uncertainty. Playback for detection registered. Okay, the machine has detected something. Playback for detection registered. The machine is experiencing uncertainty. This playback indicates some detection without certainty. The machine is experiencing uncertainty. This playback indicates some detection without certainty. I suppose, but it's more than that. This place is a testament to engineering itself.
Sounds like someone's in the building. Should we wake the Clockwork?
It'll wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind, but they can still hear.
Creepy to know they might be listening to us. Can they understand what we're saying?
No more than an audiograph machine can.
Stand clear! I'm bringing up the arc pylon! I feel sorry for the poor sod who took my... The house is acting up again! I'll never get used to it.
You've encountered my arc pylon. The electrical discharge from my clockworks makes these obsolete. I keep this one out of nostalgia for Sokolov dated designs. I know where you are. I love to sit there, sketching out new ideas.
Ah, the space behind the walls. So this is how it works.
Mechanical soldiers moving walls. Hello, are you there? I can't. But it seems like a reasonable guess that somehow you got beyond the inner walls of the house.
Why would you worry about such a thing? We've been here for months, but we've barely seen a third of the house. If he can replace members of the Grand Guard with those blasted mechanical men, why not us?
Do you have to ask? Can you imagine one of them pouring tea? It might take your hand off.
Give Jindosh time. He'll figure that out too. We'll be out on the streets.
I wouldn't last a night outside, and neither would you.
When I think about it, your presence implies a great deal. It's very impressive that you survived Delilah and made it down here to Karnaka, all without the aid of your infamous father.
There he goes again. Who do you suppose he's talking to?
It explains the delay at least. If there is a break-in, I hope the Clockworks deal with it quickly. I'm tired of waiting for Jindosh.
Be careful. This was devised to test the limits of the Clockwork soldiers. Quite dangerous. If you're really looking for Sokolov,
It's one of the
that old
Clockworks.
nag is
But
around
what does
here
it do?
somewhere.
Is this some sort of maze?
It's obviously a chamber for conducting experiments and tests.
How would you know? You can barely wind a watch.
Jindosh isn't here. Do you suppose we're in danger?
Let's just stay here to be safe. I'm starting to rethink my desire to purchase anything from the man who'd build a mansion like this.
You're quite close now. I can't remember any other visitor getting so far. He's surprised. Anticipation. You were so close just a while ago, but now I wonder if you know where you're going. At this rate, you may never reach me. Dunwall is proud of its navy. Soon you'll see what an army of clockworks can accomplish. In my autopsy, I was curious to observe the rumored degeneracy of the Cauldron line.
Sounds like the Clockworks haven't caught our intruder yet.
Give him time. Between those things and the room transformations, there's no chance whoever it is will make it this far into the mansion.
It seems you found my bedroom, though I confess sleep usually eludes me. My mind won't stop turning. One of the finest cubes in all Karnaca.
It's a long way down.
Breathtaking. According to the scales beneath the floor and my acoustic sensors, you move quite quickly. That's it. Closer and closer. I'm waiting. Take this opportunity to back-charge the coil. The machine has completed a... At last, Imperial...
Kirin Jindosh.
I'm the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the island. Try not to damage anything in time. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder. Come out and end this trivial game of cat and mouse. I have important work to do. When this plays, check central rotor. All right, enough of this. Come out and face me. One of my Clockwork soldiers. I'll have questions about that once I have you restrained.
So, face to face. You were such a boring empress. I like you better this way. I'll never understand what Sokolov sees in small minds like yours. Ha!
What cruelty is this? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh. This must be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
Anton Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime,
The other lab machines are draining away too much electricity.
my hero in younger days. Now,
Who's this inner looking device again? Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the...
friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kirin? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next Clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling theories.
The electroshock machine should work now.
You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
And if I combine the acid against a copper plate, what does it do? I knew that a moment ago. Does anyone know the answer?
Why is the wall of light out of juice?
Do you know how long we waited for this appointment?
Assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by.
The machine has completed another full instruction set.
Configuration beam. Adapting to layout.
Sokolov.
Still idling. Take this opportunity to backcharge second.
Assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by. Configuration A. Adapting to layout. Assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by. Configuration B. Adapting to layout.
Mechanical soldiers, moving walls. Most people are happy just doing a job.
If this plays, the machine is...
But there was... Where did... Am I going crazy?
I hope you kissed your kids goodbye this morning.
You did it. How is he?
He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
Let's go then.